see, when you walk with people, you get to where you're going to, and you're wondering, but we just left where we're coming from,
Because of the number, right? So it
because of the
actually,
number, and then maybe you guys are gisting on the road. You
right.
just forget your struggles. You forget the fact that you're actually walking on the road. You are just gisting, and then you get to where you're going to,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, wow, we're here already.
Right.
But if you're walking alone, it's gonna be lonely. First off, it's gonna be boring. You might say that it will be faster because you're alone,
Right.
but not necessarily. In fact, it might be more painful, because that time you would notice that your legs are actually paining you, due to the fact that you're trying to walk fast
Mm-hmm.
and all of that.
So, what is then your advice to someone who is an introvert, right, and doesn't really know how to socialize?
Okay, first off, I'm going to tell you, if you are an introvert, go and get yourself extroverted. I don't
How?
know how you're going to do it, but hey, get yourself out. And I feel like it's just an idea. Being an introvert is an idea, or might not exactly be an idea, but it might be how you grew up.
Right.
But if
So that
it's,
experience.
yeah, if that is how you grew up, then you can unlearn and relearn. You might want to surround yourself with people who actually go out. People who can take you, you can, like, not force you, but
Right.
who can convince you to go out. Things like that. And then you have to cultivate a habit. There are some habits that we have
Mm-hmm.
that friends we had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the school we went to growing up, and that's where you got all those habits. Nobody came to life loaded,
Right.
or we all came to life empty. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But because when you're growing up, your parents, your friends on the streets, your school,
Yeah.
you started picking this and that.
Right.
You started being brainwashed one way or another. And then whoever you are today, all those elements formed who you are now. So it's impossible that you cannot change if you really want it.
So you actually touched on something, and before I go on, I am a first-time author. I just published my first book. It's titled.
Yay!
Yay!
First time author.
Thank you so much. So
Yeah,
it's
congratulations on that one.
Thank you so much. I owe you a copy after
Yeah,
this.
please, no
And I
problem.
would,
Did you bring it?
So it's the e-copy available
Oh, okay.
now, and then I
Yeah,
will
you can
give
send
you
it to
a
me.
later.
Yeah.
Thank you. So it's titled "It's My First Time on Earth," and
Hmm.
you touched on something very.
Is it gonna be second time on Earth?
No.
I'm just
So
saying.
you actually touched on something very important,
Yeah.
which is unlearning things, right?
Mhm.
So I think it's important for people to unlearn things, relearn,
Yeah.
and then learn.
Yeah.
And some of the things I talked about, or I actually wrote about in my book, is that
Yeah.
it's your first time here, right? Give yourself grace,
Mhm.
but you have to unlearn some things
Mm.
as you're becoming. And that's why I said that this that you're doing, pushing yourself, because this is not something you have done before, right?
Mhm.
You're pushing your mind, pushing through, pushing
Mm.
your body, and you're learning on the go. So
Yeah.
it's actually great,
Mhm.
and you're inspiring people. I'm very inspired. That's why I came all the way. And also, creating this avenue for, people like myself who wouldn't really just get up and say, oh, I want to
Mm.
be on radio to
Alright.
talk about something. So I am so grateful for the opportunity,
Thank
to
you.
be here.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And then I was looking you up, and then I
Oh,
saw.
you did?
Yeah, I
She
did.
looked me up. She did
So,
look me up.
I like to just Google stuff,
No,
right?
that's okay. That's
So
okay.
I saw you schooled in Ilorin.
Oh yeah, I did.
Tell me about living in Ilorin for that period, because okay, I have been to Ilorin, and it's like a very slow town. Yeah. So how did you, navigate that period?
Yeah. So I lived in Ilorin for almost 10 years.
Where in Ilorin? So
Oh, I
okay,
lived. I
I
lived
know
in.
Fate, I know Basin.
Oh no,
I
you
know
didn't school in. Did you school in
No,
Ilorin?
I
Oh,
didn't.
okay. That's why. If you schooled in Ilorin, you probably would have lived there. I
Oh.
lived in Tanke all my life.
Oh.
Okay, no, not all my life. I lived in Agbadam at some point when I was done with school and I was working.
Is sorry to cut you short.
Hmm.
Is Akbar Dam different from Asa Dam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's like
Akbad
close.
Dam is around GRA. It's not far from GRA.
That's close to Basin access.
No, not Basin. So if you're going to Basin, you're gonna get to Tank. If you're coming from Tanker Junction,
Yeah.
from Tanker, right?
Right.
And that Tanker Junction, if you're
Mhm.
going to Basin, you have to turn right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but if you're going to Agbadam, you turn left.
Left.
So it's like you're going to GR. So you go all the way down, you follow the bend, then you turn left. Once you turn left, you go all the way down, you turn right. That's Agbadam.
How do you have
Yeah.
a vivid memory? Go
No,
left, turn right.
Come
Go.
on, I spent almost 10 years in Ilori.
Okay, so tell me about that.
Yeah. First off, I schooled in Unilori, and when I was done, I
Yeah.
served in Cross River. So I went to Cross River, and when I was done with serving, I went back to Ilori to work. So there was this company I was working for before I went to serve. It was a startup company, and then
Also, like radio.
no,
stuff?
it wasn't radio. I
Okay.
wasn't doing radio big time that time. No.
You have to tell me about that. So okay.
They sent me something to talk about. I thought that's wait, is this what we're talking about though?
Oh no, like
You just want to talk, I mean?
yes, but
Okay.
I mean,
So I can forget that.
just be you, right?
I mean, I'm being me.
Yeah,
We can
so-
start this conversation, and then this will just be all we're talking about.
mean-
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Let's just
Let's
see
just
where-
flow, I
Yeah,
mean.
let's just flow.
So when I was done, I went back to Lauren. I was working for that. It was an events company,
Okay.
actually. We were into interior decor and event decoration at the time.
Were you the MC or just?
No, I was actually I was decorating, and then I was doing interior, all
Oh,
of that.
really?
Yeah. Of course, I started the MCing at some point.
Mhm.
You know, so I was there. I was with them in that company for after service for another 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, for another 4 years. You know, so that was what happened. I know Ilorin is a very slow place.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, are you Yoruba? No,
Yes,
you're
I-
not. You are?
Oh wow. I should have done something. Okay. Yes, I am. But
What should
mixed.
you have done?
So when people see me, they're like, "Where are you from?" And then I'm like, "Okay, take a guess." And
Mhm.
they always fail that. So I would have wanted you to, guess.
To guess.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Elsie.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I didn't know you were Yoruba.
So I don't look it.
But no, you don't look it.
Okay.
However, it's not like there's a particular way Yorubas look. But hey, it is
So
what
I'll
it
say
is.
shout out to my mom for that. she's from Cross River.
Cross River. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where I served.
Where in Cross River?
Oguja.
That's where she's from. Yay! Shout out to my mom.
What?
Say this.
What?
Shout out to my mom.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, she's from.
Oh my
Oguja.
God, she's from Oguja.
Right.
Woo!
So,
I love that
so tell
town.
me your best food.
Right now
No, from
from Oguja.
Ogoja. Is it Afang?
No, it wasn't Afang. I used to eat their akpu a lot.
Yes, I love apple.
Yeah, I used to eat apple a lot, and then pounded yam and egusi that time. So where I served, my
Yeah.
PPA was a school, and I remember opposite the school
Mhm.
was this restaurant that we used to go and eat every day. So every time the pounded yam was ready, the
Yeah.
woman would call us that it's ready. Oh." So we just cross the road to go eat.
Oh, nice. So there is this popular saying that Calabar women can cook, right? Tell me about that. Like, do you
Okay, well,
agree or not?
it's quite unfortunate. I didn't really have any experience with Calabar women.
No, like from the restaurant, right?
Oh yeah. She tried.
Yes.
Of course she tried.
100 over 100. Give it up
No,
for
no,
anybody.
I didn't say 100. No,
Calabar people in the house.
I didn't say 100.
Okay, yeah, but they're actually very
But
great
yeah,
cooks.
I remember we always wanted to eat. In fact, sometimes if we call her and she says it wasn't ready, we have to chill for her to be done. Not because there was nowhere else to buy food,
Mhm.
but because we just wanted to eat a pounded yam and egusi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it for me then.
Oh, nice. So, listening to you talk, you have, transitioned through different types of, would I say careers or just, paths,
Yeah.
right? Tell me about that and one advice for people doing, or going through different paths in life,
Yeah.
and they're like, would I ever get there? Because they're like, okay, doing
Mm.
this and then going to
Mm.
something else.
Right.
What's your advice from your own
Mhm.
experience?
Okay, so one thing everybody needs to know first off, experiences are peculiar, principles are universal.
Mm-hmm.
My experience most likely will be different from yours, um, and yours will be different from mine,
Right.
most likely.
Mm-hmm.
However, it doesn't mean that sometimes when you catch yourself going in the wrong direction, you will not correct yourself. I've had different career, just like you said, change from
Yeah.
here and there. For- When I was back in Ilorin, I was doing events decor and interior decor. I knew that wasn't what I wanted. I knew it. I knew it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I was doing it because I needed cash when I
Right.
went back to Ilorin.
Mm-hmm.
I needed cash, so I had to do that.
Right.
But when I was done, I left. I left, and then I started doing what I wanted to really do. You see, if your it's not paying you well,
Yeah. There is
the
a fulfillment.
fulfillment that
Right.
will come with it is different from when you're doing something you don't really like,
Right.
yet they are not paying you well.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I get that.
So you just have to find the career path you want and
Mm.
follow it through. And you have to be sure. Because if you're not sure, then there's going to be a problem.
Why do you say that? So, is it because it will get tough and you need to?
It's going to get tough. It's never going to get, well, don't let me say it's never going to get easy.
Yeah.
But there will be challenges on the road. So it's easy that it is tough on your road to success rather than it's tough on the road to what you
No way.
you were not even really wanting,
Right.
something that you're still going to change later in the future,
Right.
yet you were still going through the challenge
Right.
from now.
Mhm.
But if you already if you already found a career path
Yeah.
that you want to go through,
Yeah.
even if it's challenging on that road, you will put your eyes on the goal,
Right.
and you know that you're on the right direction, you're on the right path, and nothing is going to happen.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you. So I think now you can have the floor and
Wow.
yeah.
We've used more like we've used how long inside our 30 minutes to say all these things. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is LCO. What's the O? Oluwatoyin, Oluwaseun,
Olalere.
Olale. Oh, Olalere.
Yeah, that's my surname.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. It's an absolute
LC is
pleasure.
fine, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
LC,
Doing great.
okay. All right. So, how can I stay true to my values and goals in a fast-paced world? Oh, okay. Is this you asking me or me asking you?
I mean, I don't know where, but I think that we've actually touched on that,
Okay.
learning, unlearning, relearning, and also staying through to your purpose,
Hmm.
to that thing that you really want to achieve,
Yeah.
and also just knowing that what whatever the obstacle, right,
All right.
it will definitely end,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to stay strong, and
Mm.
also having people, you
Mm-hmm.
know, surrounding you. Don't do life alone,
Right.
and also knowing when to slow down, and to check, okay, how am I doing?
Mm.
So you always need to learn how to step back and say, okay, am I doing it right? How can I make adjustments? And also, don't judge your life pace with other people, because
Mm-hmm.
you you have got people that you grew up with,
Yeah.
you actually schooled with, and
Yeah.
probably they're making it,
Mhm.
in life, and you're slower. I tell people that everybody's journey is different.
It's quite
Your
different.
time is different, and you
Very
need to
different.
focus on your focus, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, you're talking good. I'm learning now.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
under your tutelage right now.
Don't
So,
worry.
what strategies can I use or can we use to prioritize our own story and narrative?
So first off, I would say you have to know that nobody is you, and that's your power,
Mm.
and that people would want to hear from you, want to hear your story. So it's important to share your story. Yeah, because there could be somebody else going through something similar
Mm.
and can pick from that, so it's important to be you, um, be self-aware,
Yeah.
and also to share your story,
Yeah.
and also be willing to like adapt, and also just knowing that life doesn't go in like a straight path. It's like zigzag
Right.
zigzag,
Yeah.
and you have to,
Sometimes.
yeah. So yeah, I think those are like the strategies, and then share your story.
Mm.
It's very important to share that story.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think those would work actually.
Mm. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. How can I avoid getting caught up in the noise and distractions of modern life?
So social media has done um, good things, and also it has done a disservice.
Mm.
You need to know when to shut out even the digital noise,
Mhm.
because you go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you're scrolling mindlessly, and people are on there sharing their wins, right? Like they're
Right.
sharing things. Even on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is now like Instagram for the professionals. So it's important to detox, and also, like I said, focus on your journey,
Mhm.
and when you understand that not everybody goes at the same pace,
Mm.
yes, I think that would help as well,
Mm.
and also be genuinely happy for people
Mm.
when
Okay.
they're
I like that one.
making
I like
waves.
that
I
one.
think that as well.
I like that one.
Thank
Be
you for,
genuinely happy for
yeah.
people. People don't know how powerful that is, but it is powerful. It
Tell me
is
about it.
powerful. Yeah. You see, there's a way you're free in your mind when you know that you're actually free towards other people,
Yeah,
especially when you're celebrating something.
right.
And look, I believe in the law of gravity, the law of, what's that law that attracts,
Gravity
no, it's
attracts.
not, it's
Okay,
not
it's not gravity.
gravity. Yeah, see, what if you celebrate what you celebrate, you attract.
To you,
Okay,
right?
so if you celebrate people
Yeah,
on what they are celebrating, you never can tell what
yeah,
you are going to attract to.
yeah,
So it makes absolutely no sense that you've got friends, relatives, folks who are celebrating something, and you're having a certain energy towards it.
right.
It makes absolutely no sense. Your mental health is going to is going to be
Yeah,
affected.
yeah.
Free your mind, celebrate with people, and let things go.
So, is that to say that as humans,
Mm-hmm.
jealousy is not an emotion that comes to us naturally, but that we
Yeah.
have to work on to subdue? Because I feel like it's part of the emotions, but you then need to know how to deal.
Hmm.
Same way with like anger, right? It's
Mm.
it's a natural human emotion. So tell me about having that pang of jealousy pop up, but you having to work on it.
Mm. So I wouldn't even tell you that you don't feel jealous.
Right.
Sometimes you absolutely feel what humans at the
Right.
end of the day.
Mhm.
Your friend is doing something, and you feel like, man, I can do something too.
Right.
It's there.
Yeah.
But it takes emotional intelligence for you to now know how to deal with such feelings.
Right.
You must just know when to shut something down in you.
Right.
If you allow it, if you indulge it, it's going to grow wings.
Right.
And by the time it grows wings, even you will not like yourself.
Mm.
Yes, it's going to take charge of you. And so it will form your attitude, it will
Yeah.
form the way you relate with the
Right.
person.
That's right.
And then it will now be obvious to the other people that you are jealous. That's
Yeah.
when they call you bad belly.
Right.
you know
Yeah, I get that.
so but when you see that there's a suggestion of jealousy in
Mhm.
you have to kill it right there and there. You have to give your reason you have to give yourself reason to kill it right there and there, because if you don't,
Yeah.
it's going to just
Grow into
is
something.
gonna grow into
Right.
something you can't handle.
Right. That's actually that's really spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we touched on that. So do you have any more questions for
Yeah,
me?
let's I think I have one or two more.
Okay.
Um, so, what role does self awareness play in owning my story?
So it's what role does it play? Self awareness in owning your story. So, like I said before, your story is you. So it's only when you're self aware that you
Yeah,
can really tell your story, right?
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you're being open. Like, so there is a Daniel that
Mm-hmm.
others see,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a Daniel that you know you are, right? And I feel like as humans, we should always be vulnerable and open to ourselves and say, okay, despite what I put up on social media, what everybody see me as work, these are the things I am probably dealing with that I need to work on,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because we are good at masking things.
Oh yeah, we are, and that's still a function of our growing up, background, and everything we've been told. See, so everybody is brainwashed one way or another,
Right.
whether you like it or not, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're you're brainwashed one way or another. It could be your parents, it could be
Right.
your pastor, it could be
Mm-hmm.
your friends, it could be your groups,
Yeah.
it could be wherever. They introduce some subjects to us, and you just take it. You just store it in your subconscious mind, and
Mm-hmm.
then it now forms your attitude. It
Right.
forms your reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
It forms your beliefs.
Right.
You know, so everybody is actually a product of brainwashing. Even though some people don't like to use the
That
word,
word,
they feel like
it's actually so
brainwashing
strong.
is it looks strong, but it's the actual facts. It's just it is what it is.
Right.
You know, we all these things come together. They are ingredients from here and there, and they come together to form who you are really, what you believe, and what your values are.
So, what's the way around that, right? So, is it to come like and say, okay, you need to know these things for yourself and try to understand, okay, some of the ideas that you have been fed with
Yeah.
growing up,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the point is, there's something we call assertive ignorance. Assertive ignorance is you don't know something
Right.
and you're not aware.
Right.
I'm not sure if you get
No,
what I'm saying.
yes, I get
You
that.
don't know it, and
And you're
you are
not
not
aware
aware
you don't
that you
know
don't
it,
know it.
right?
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't know something and you know you don't know it, you can actually want to know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know something and you are not aware, that's assertive. That's like grade two of not knowing something, of
Mm-hmm.
ignorance.
Yeah.
You know. But by the time you catch yourself not knowing something, and you say to yourself that, oh, I don't know this thing,
Mm-hmm.
then you go for knowledge.
Yeah.
Once you go for knowledge, you unlearn what you knew, and then you relearn the new things
Based off your own experience.
based off. Do you understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
now?
get that.
Even the Bible. Do you believe the Bible?
Yeah.
Okay, so even the Bible says that do not be conformed to the world, but be
By
transformed
the
by the
renewal of your
renewing.
mind.
It didn't say renewer.
Okay. Oh,
It
renewing
actually
because it's like
says renewing because
constant.
it's a continuous thing.
Mm,
Because if you had said renewer,
one time.
that's one time.
Right.
But I'm sure I'm sure the Bible knew that there has to be a constant
Constant.
renewing of mind, because sometimes you think you know now,
Yeah.
and then in the next 2 years there's a better
Right.
knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the next 5 years there's a better knowledge, and then you keep going for it, you keep renewing your mind. That's how it goes, like that. So once you catch yourself not knowing something,
Yeah.
then you have to go and know. But if you don't know and you are not aware, that's different.
So how do you leave that state of not knowing and not being aware?
Well, you have to be open-minded.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
people
There's
who
that.
don't know and not aware, most of the time they argue a lot.
Mm,
They are You can never win an argument with them because they feel like they are right.
right.
They are correct.
Mm-hmm.
They see it the way they've
Yeah.
always seen it, and the way they want to see it. People like that, you can't argue with them. But there are people who will literally accept to you. They will let you know that, look,
Yeah.
I actually don't know
I
this,
don't know this. Right.
but I need to know.
Right. That's
But if they
really
don't know and they know they don't know,
right.
but they still don't want to know, that's left to them. That's their choice. Okay?
Right.
But it's just that if you don't know something and you know you don't know it, you have a choice to either want to know or not know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, um, I know you like to travel. Tell me about that because I feel like traveling is
Yeah.
very important
It's
in
very
like
key.
knowing
Yeah.
because s- we're like stuck in one environment
Yeah.
and think that that's all there is, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell me about traveling,
Yeah.
and what it does, and for anybody that wants to, start, exploring, places. How can we start,
Right.
even if all the funds are not, available at the time?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So I wouldn't say. Okay. So I wouldn't say that I've traveled the world. I've not traveled the world, but I've been to
Yet.
places in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, of course, I've been to places in Nigeria. Um, I've been to all the southwest states in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
I've been to a few other places in the east, in the south south,
Mm-hmm.
but nowhere in the north. I've never been to the north. Okay, but you see, traveling does a lot to you. It makes you see. It makes you see other things.
Right.
It exposes you to
Mm-hmm.
new knowledge.
Right.
It exposes you to new opportunities, new meanings. And if you don't submit yourself to that, then you are going to be a local champion.
Right. That's the
And
word.
I don't think anybody wants to be a local champion, you know.
Not knowingly.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about,
Yeah, we
but
do.
really we have to go because, yeah, they just told me time's up. Um, but you know what? We can talk, right?
Right.
If you want, we can always talk.
Definitely talk. Thank you so much. It's
Yeah,
been
and then we'll take this
amazing.
further.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank
And
you
I
so
wish
much
you
for my
all the
gifts.
best there from my foundation, the El Essential
Yeah.
Foundation,
Okay.
where we ensure that children have access to quality education, amongst
Wow.
other things.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So after this, we'll definitely talk some more. I wish you all the best
Thank you.
and good luck
Um,
to your team as well, guys. Well done. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's LCO. Yeah, picture, yeah. All right, LCO right there. And I mean, so much insight into the conversations we had. Um, you know, I'm just so glad that we had that conversation. I really hope that somebody's mind was shifted, or somebody got a point or two from what we discussed. All right, thank you so much. We're still talking right here on the show. Talking never ends, and it will never end until it ends. That's right. My name is Old Daniels for short. For short, they call me a radio star boy. All right, the voice you love, the vibes king. I've got another guest in the studio, and I told you that hey, you better be here and come correct. Don't get tired. Okay, please sit. You're welcome. Woo. How you doing?
Very well.
It's good to see you.
Greetings.
Yeah, I greet you. My brother, what's good? I like your glass. You guys did great.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Big stress.
Yeah, I look stressed, I mean.
Yes.
I know, but it is what it is. I've got to do what I've got to do. Yeah, and okay, so I've got Kalsi,
Called Sissy.
Kalsi,
Mobolaji.
okay, and Freshy Boy,
Sure.
Freshy Boy, okay. All right, I'm just gonna introduce you guys one time. That's your, that is your headset. Is there another show?
I'm
Oh,
on
okay.
already.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the building, I've got Cow CC and Fresher Boy in the building. Okay, both of them are actually artists, and are you guys friends?
Yes, we're friends.
And you sing together?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you like a boy band?
No.
Oh,
solo artist.
solo artists. Wow, nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you too.
Casa C. Um, so let's talk about music.
Yes.
When did you start singing?
Uh, I would say professionally, right before the lockdown, that was 2019.
Hmm.
That was when I took it more professionally, and
2019. That's like 4 years. That's like 6 years
6 years
ago.
ago, yes,
Oh
yes.
wow, nice. So when did you start?
I would say we started off quite at the same time.
Wait, are you guys best friends?
Oh, we're like brothers, just
Like
Wow.
brothers. I mean, it's
Okay,
not.
I'm gonna. So once I ask one person question, the other person will answer the same question. That's what we do now that you guys are Kukuma,
yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
um,
yeah, that's okay.
like brothers. Okay.
Yes, that's okay.
First off, fresher boy, right? So why fresher boy? Why not fresh boy or something? What informed the name?
Well, I didn't start off with the name Freshy Boy. That was some other name. People call me J Fresh because originally I'm Julius by name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I grew into the name Freshy
Hmm.
Boy. I must say because I was called J Fresh. If you had asked me this question when I started doing music,
Hmm.
I'd say I go by the name J Fresh, but along the line I just figured my way around it and
Hmm.
thought I should do the switch up.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
here we are,
All right.
and it feels good.
It feels good. I like it. If you do say so yourself, it feels good. All right. So tell me, Casa C, what informs the name?
Well, the name called CC is just it's just the name I gained a long while back, and just friends calling me calls just because I'm bad at picking calls. You know? So it's just tick and
And you take pride in that. So why don't you pick people's calls?
I mean, it's just I don't know.
It's just a bad habit,
Just a
Bad
bad habit,
habits, right? Yeah,
So,
okay. I'm
and,
sure your friend will tell you the truth.
Of course, I do.
Right.
And so since then it's ticked, and the CC is just calm and collected. I'm a very
Okay.
calm and collected person.
Calm and collected.
Yes.
Yeah, you look like it though.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you look like it, but it's not by look sometimes.
Yes. It's not my looks, but I'm very calm.
Okay, all right. So you started singing 6 years ago. Both of you started singing just about 6 years ago.
Yes.
Have you done any song together before?
I think you
Ah.
should answer that question.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done a couple of records together, but I mean, we have one coming up in the next couple of months. That should be my follow-up single to my current song, which I'm currently promoting, which I dropped about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But we have one coming together, which I think
You have one coming together.
yes,
Okay.
in the coming months. Yes, probably just a month to this time, or probably less.
Okay. When did you guys start singing? Like, not officially now.
Okay.
When you started singing originally.
I would say 2014. Yes.
Okay, that's a while
2014.
ago.
Yes. So, but by 2019, I knew okay.
That was when you decided
I
that it's going to be music
I
all
figured out.
all along. It's going to be music.
Yes, exactly. 2019, I figured out how the music space work, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to go about
Yeah.
everything, not just dropping music and just expecting
Hmm.
people to just find it out. The promotion, the PR, and everything. And that was like 2019. I started with the management.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, so you have a management,
Yes.
both of you, the same
Mm,
management.
No,
Not the same
Do you have a management?
I currently do have a management as well, but it's a family thing.
Oh, for you it's a family thing.
Yeah, it's a family.
But for you
thing.
it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, okay, that's great. I mean, you guys have things in common, but I want to be sure what you don't have in common.
Yes. The music business done differently.
So, what kind of songs, what kind of genres do you sing, both of you?
Okay. Personally, I do what I call Afro soul.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a blend of Afro beats with soulful music.
soulful music.
Yeah.
Okay.
So um I think I carved that myself, and I figured I'm very much comfortable on the side,
Mm.
so I call it Afro soul personally.
Okay, that's for Freshy Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So call CC.
I think I'll say I just Afrofusion. You know,
Okay.
I like everything with fusion of pop, hip hop, just pure Afro or just anything. But as long as it has that Afro element in it, I'm ready to just find a way around it and jump on it.
Okay. So how many songs do you have now?
Uh, Total, not DSD. I think currently I have about
That is out though.
yes, that's out. Yes,
yeah.
about 7 songs out.
Okay.
A EP and two sing, no, one EP and three singles.
Oh, okay. How many songs are on the? Okay,
the
so
EP,
that's
I have-
four, yeah.
Yes, on the EP I have 4 songs on
Yeah.
the EP and I have three singles.
Okay. All right. It's great. So how many
Well,
songs?
I have quite a number of songs out there.
Okay.
I have I have an EP that has a volume 1 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
EP
have,
that has volume 1 and 2.
yes, the first
So-
volume came off dropped off 2021,
Hmm.
and just last year I dropped off to volume 2, and then I got other singles out there too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
likes of In Your Weather, SNBN, and of course Big Fire, my last release.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you like Olamide?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Okay. Because you said the Yami Gweda.
Mm.
I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, he's an inspiration to the song.
right,
Yeah.
right. Absolutely. I love
Mhm.
it. So, right now, do you guys have any projects apart from this song
Okay.
you're working on? Do you have any other projects coming out?
Yes, personally, I have one coming up in the coming
Okay.
month.
A single,
Yes, it's titled Real Hero.
Real Hero. Okay.
And
What-
this
what-
book with me is
Tell
is
of it.
yeah,
Connie what? Connie Man.
Tell of the
yeah,
Coleman.
it is.
Oh, you wrote it?
There's a lot of story behind it, but
Wow. So you write
this
books
is-
too?
I don't write books basically. But in regards
Okay.
to my last single, yeah,
Oh.
this book did a lot
Oh.
in terms of running my PR and all of that shit.
Okay. Okay.
So
No, you
this
can't
book-
say the S word.
Yeah.
I apologize for that,
I'm
please.
sorry.
It's mainstream
Apologies.
media, please.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. All right. So you
So-
so this book what's it about?
Speaks more of the song.
I mean, the
From
song is
back
literally
cover.
like 2 minutes something.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
But the book
seconds.
is like what? How many pages now?
Okay, so I came up with this,
Okay.
and if you check the context of this, you'd
Hmm.
see it is totally different from what it looks like on the outside.
Hmm.
So this is just like a PR book
Oh,
for my
okay.
previous release. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, sure. I would like to, if you don't mind.
I hope you don't burst into laughter when you
I'm laughing already. Okay. God in love with.
I got you right.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you guys look so calm, cool, and everything. Is this your normal natural look,
Yeah.
Yes.
natural behavior, like so calm like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to be calm. I like to be in this.
Do you guys perform? Are you a performer?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself as a recording artist or a performing artist?
I would say both. I mean,
Both.
recording artist, yeah. I mean, performing artist.
So
Not
I-
grounded as a performer yet, now, not too many shows for the upcoming artists. So, but
Yeah.
at least, I mean, we can hold down the stage if you
Mm.
give the opportunity.
And we can feel the presence, make it lively and all of that.
Okay. I
So-
mean, right now you're rubbing off of me right now. See, normally I'm a calm guy, but I don't think I'm this calm. So I'm rubbing off.
Okay,
You're
okay,
rubbing
okay.
off of me right now.
Do we appear that calm?
What?
Do we appear that?
Oh
calm?
yeah. I mean, am I the only person saying this? No, I can't be the only person saying this.
I'm not that calm.
Okay,
I'm
but
not that
it's
calm,
just
but
for
yeah, I
radio
mean-
now. I mean.
I mean, I like to put up this presence most of the time when I'm
Mhm.
outside.
Oh,
When I'm
okay.
with my friends, my family,
Okay.
I'm a bit playful.
Mm.
I like to.
Who 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 do you guys listen to um, in terms of inspiration? How do you get inspiration for your songs?
Okay. Personally, I'm a fan of I'm a fan of so many artists,
Okay.
so many A-list,
Mm-hmm.
down to up and coming like myself.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't get inspiration when I listen to them. I feel like I get my inspiration from the moment. I like
Mm.
to make music off the moment. Whatever I say on a song
Right.
is regards to what I feel at the time. So my inspiration comes from within and the present
Mm.
situation around me. So if I'm to make a song later today, I'll probably talk about my day or my week or my experience here.
Hmm.
So it's just like that for me.
And how you make me laugh with your book.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
I'm just saying.
A lot of people, I mean, when I present the book and they go through the context, they just burst into laughter. So I wasn't surprised you were gonna laugh anyways.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got me. You got me there. So
Mobalaji calls
yeah,
Sisi.
call Sissy. Tell me,
Yeah.
how do you get your inspiration to sing, to write your song? You write your songs, right?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what the context is about.
Mm.
Like, I could pick to write about whatever I want to, just
Mhm.
depending on how the direction of the beat or the instrument is taking me.
Mm.
So, but I also get inspiration from other artists because when I listen to them, I just think, okay, maybe I could make something like this from this angle, or I see where this person is, like the context they use for their song, and I'm like, okay, this is a nice idea. Maybe I could also branch to this direction and
Right.
just channel the music out to this way. So
Mhm.
yes, I try to get inspiration from other people,
All right.
honestly, and down to people who are also upcoming like me too, because there's a lot of people who are also upcoming who have some dope sounds out there, and
Yeah, for
Mhm.
yes,
sure.
that can be very very inspiring sometimes.
Mm. That's nice.
Yeah.
So if you were to work with or collaborate with, say, let's say three artists, A-list artists, who would they be for you, Freshy Boy?
I like to work with Omali.
Omali, okay.
Yeah, I like to work with Omali. Of course, Olamide.
Is
Of
it
course,
because of your
Olamide.
Mayweather?
No, not just because of that. I mean, I've been a fan
Since
since I
ever.
can remember. Yeah.
Okay.
So Olamide, Omali.
Hmm.
Let me just
Who else?
stay cool for that now.
Two, yeah.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, so Kosisi.
Oh well, I'm a big fan of Rema. I like the sound and the
Mhm.
exploration with different sounds.
Okay.
And yes, I'm also a big fan of Burna Boy. Just how he
Mhm.
stomped the stage and all of that.
Mm.
And yes, also Whiskey, Davido, the BL is they really
Mhm.
do it for me. But the future, I think Rema. Yeah,
Mm.
because
That's big
you
name.
always take the music
Big
from a
one.
different angle
Yeah.
where it's just you don't expect it to come from.
I mean, it's quite unfortunate that I can't listen to your songs.
Oh,
Yeah, I cannot cause according to the guidelines, I cannot play songs
Okay.
on the shows. All right, I would have loved to, because when people, I don't know why you chose the people you chose, but I feel like probably you guys have sound. Maybe you guys sound alike somehow, and then you like their sound on your song. Do you understand?
okay.
But I would have loved to hear your song, but it's okay.
Nah,
That's fine. All the best to you guys. We're entering the next half of the year where there's a lot of events happening.
yes.
Concerts,
Yeah.
shows, and stuff.
Yes.
What's your plan for the next half?
We look forward to, I mean, rounding off the year
Mm-hmm.
with great reports. Yeah, and we just flow with the vibe. We don't know. We barely get heads up on when all these big gigs and all come our way.
Mm.
But
Yes.
the little we can, you know,
Lay our hands on.
participate in, we
try
just
to be
trying
part
to
of
do
it.
well.
Mm.
Always open to performing live.
Mm.
Any type of gigs. just something to put the music out there and just keep the people tuned to the new sound.
But meanwhile, I personally have a rollout of songs for the year.
Oh, okay.
I think I owe my fans that because I had only dropped one song this year, which is unlike me.
How many would you have dropped?
I like to drop songs because I have so many songs. So I feel like I don't need to hold these songs back.
Right.
So I like to put them out and
Okay.
let them go speak for themselves.
Okay. No problem. All the best to you guys.
Yeah.
I wish you well in your craft. Keep doing it. Let us know when you have your songs. All right. Maybe by that time, of course, I would have been done with my challenge.
And congratulations on your
I wish
challenge.
you
Thank
big
you.
congrats.
Thank you so
ahead,
much.
It's
Thank
a
you so
big-
much,
it's
guys.
It's a big one. It's a big
Yeah.
one. I mean,
Yeah. Thank
nobody would have. I mean, it's just so amazing. It's just so amazing, and I'm glad I'm a part of
Part of
your show
this,
today.
yes, because this is like history in the making. So,
you. Means so much to me.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys.
welcome to
Have a great one.
Yeah,
thank you for
you
the
too.
time.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Fresh Your Boy and Cole CC artists. They are, yeah, that's right. But this is your number one urban lifestyle station, High Impact Radio 1021 FM. My name is O'Donnell. They call me Radio Star Boy, the voice you love, the Vibes King, and welcome them ladies to the studio. Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's good? What's good? What's
Yes.
poppin'?
My
Brother
jiggiest
Ras.
jigger. The radio star boy.
Oh, look at you. My man. Oh my god, you guys busted my brains. What?
We're still going.
What?
Hi, O'Daniel.
How are you?
I am very well, thank you. As you can see, I'm so excited that you are doing this.
Right? I'm so excited for you.
I am so excited. Look, I saw you guys. I felt like crying. Look
Oh.
at you.
Aw.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
The excitement outside. it's
outside,
palpable.
actually. Everybody
yeah.
outside, we're all rooting for you. They are partying outside on your behalf.
Ex-
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Look, it's quite unfortunate. I'm not a part of it.
It's a
Aw.
pre-victory party.
But it's
Yeah.
for you, so
Yeah, it's for
I
me.
think it's still fine.
Please, Sheo, help me to get a TV. Let them put it inside studio. I need to be seeing what's going on outside.
No, you don't need that. We need you to be focused.
Exactly.
You need to bring this home for us. You get
Period.
100 and what? 20 hours. And we're where? Currently, we're currently
at
at
55.
55.
Yeah.
Yes, we still have a long way to go, but then you've been killing
Yeah.
it so far, so good. 55 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
55 hours down and about
Yeah.
60 to go.
How do I look?
Oh, you look
You look good.
you look good for somebody who's done 55 hours,
55
to be
hours.
fair.
Fiona, I think we're discussing outside how tired and hungry we were, and we're like, if we
And
could
how many
be
hours have we
feeling-
done?
My sister.
Then imagine how he's feeling.
My sister. I ate this morning, and I'm hungry and tired. I'm sleepy. Not to talk of you that has been doing this for 55 hours. I
Yeah,
think
I
we
mean,
should have come here with, flowers to give you. Oh, Daniels, you're
Oh,
doing
you
an
deserve
amazing
the
job.
flowers.
Thank you so
We're
much,
so proud
guys.
of you.
We're so
And we've
proud
come
of
a
you.
long way
I
from
know.
CMA,
I
the
know.
breakfast show, and then now here.
Yeah.
Bimbo and the gang.
yeah.
Yes. I think
Yeah,
this should be a proud moment for
Oh,
you,
it is.
for Bimbo,
Yeah.
and
It's a full
every
circle moment, really,
Yeah,
for
I
all
mean,
of us.
People and I have been on the shows for like the last 2 days straight now. We've been talking in the night. For yesterday was really deeper than we've always done.
What do you
You
mean by
know.
deeper? You and
How-
Bimbo,
how-
man, deeper. That it doesn't fit.
How deep did that go?
Yeah, how deep did that
that
go?
doesn't sound right. Nah, no.
How deep
That
did you
is-
guys
that,
dive?
That didn't sound right.
Tell us about it.
My brother, oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna break that rule one time. Yeah, 10 seconds rule. I have to keep talking.
Yes.
That's a guideline actually. So damn.
You're killing it.
Oh
You're
my
killing it, my brother.
goodness.
You can't even run out of words. See everyone. See everyone here. Roommate.
My baby.
Amazing.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, let's just take pictures.
Love is huge in here in
Y'all
the
are not
studio
going
right
yet.
now.
Okay, my break is by 5, and then I'm gonna run outside. We'll
So
party
you
a
walk
bit.
outside.
Yeah, I'll
Party.
come
No
outside.
running.
No, we need you. We need you to actually rest.
Conserve
don't
your
worry,
energy.
I'm okay.
Exactly,
I'm
you need to
okay.
conserve
I'm
your
okay.
energy.
I need to be in between this.
Honestly, when you're
Again,
done,
it has to
after
be
120
properly-
hours, we're here for
It's
all
gonna
the
be a
party
full
that
turn
you
up.
want
Okay.
to get.
Definitely.
But right now,
problem.
we're here to cheer
No
you
problem.
on. All right.
Sir. That's how we roll.
Radio
All
Star
right.
Boy,
Yeah,
come
Radio Star Boy. That's what's up.
We're here for our guy.
Let's go. 120 hours, bro, and more because you're gonna kill it. Yes.
Oh my God. Well,
Bring it home, man. Bring it home.
y'all should wait for me, all right? Y'all should wait for me. Wait for me.
We're here. We're
Don't
going to be
go nowhere.
dancing for you. We're going to be doing
Okay, all right. I'll be outside.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be outside.
Oh,
Alright.
you
Boss,
don't.
now your face with this.
I did. I
Man.
don't worry.
No
I
problem.
tell you that time
No
now.
problem. Yeah, I see.
Amazing.
problem.
The audience can definitely tell that the energy is high up in here.
Man,
They're missing
Really,
out.
really high. If you're not
It
here
is.
at High Impact Studios, you are
Yeah,
missing out. You are really missing out.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I'm glad I have you guys here.
Oh, we got you.
Look at you. I mean, both of you. I remember we go way back.
Yes, we do. I'm almost in tears,
I
Fiona.
know. It's been tugging at my
Oh,
heartstrings,
God.
actually, just seeing the reunion and all of that. It's been
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're saying that it took you to bring everybody together.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is
After
pretty
CMA, yes,
amazing.
after CMA, everybody just went and
Yeah.
went different
Everybody
ways.
chasing the bag in different directions.
Exactly, but then hearing that you're doing this brought everybody together. It's a full
Yeah.
circle moment out there, even in the studio.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniels.
Wow.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for
Wow.
bringing all of us together. Aside from that, we know that you're doing something bigger than everyone here right now,
Yeah.
right? But we just want to say thank you. You know,
Yeah.
showing us what is possible when you put your mind to something and
Yeah.
chasing after it. It's one thing to have this in mind. It's one thing to say, "Oh, I want to break the Guinness World Record." It's another thing
To actually execute it.
exactly to go meet people that would support you and start the work. I mean, you're amazing. You're
Yeah.
inspiring, and this is not just for you; it's for generations to come as well. Because your name will
Absolutely.
be in history. You know that Daniels thought it and he did it.
And he did it.
Yes, he did it.
Means a lot.
We're
to
absolutely
me.
rooting for you. And we know you're going to
Thank
cross the
you.
finish line.
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
We're doing a pre-victory party outside right now.
come
and then, in preparation for the actual victory
I
party.
mean, that's one reason I can't mess up again.
You
Since
can't.
you're doing the
Exactly.
You can't try
pre-victory
it.
party.
Think about
I
that.
cannot mess up already, but it's okay. I look. I'm glad you guys made it here, and I'm glad that we go way back.
Yes, we do.
And I can never forget this meeting in my life. Honestly speaking,
Got you.
I was seeing everybody there, and then I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Like what?
Talk
I
to me
can't-
about how you're feeling.
I can't
Yes, I really
remember.
want to
I
know. I
mean,
have questions too.
Yeah.
When you're done.
Look, I don't know how to feel.
Mm.
I don't know how to feel. You know when you know that people are supporting you
Mm-hmm.
and the feat you're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's another thing entirely.
Yeah.
When it was like a stupid idea at some I thought about it and then I applied. At some point I just thought, guy, are you sure?
Are you sure you want to go ahead with this?
So when I had applied in January, but I didn't get approval till May.
Oh.
But, in between those times, in my mind, I'm like, well, the cuckoo did not send me approval, so it's not like I didn't apply. I
So
applied
basically, you got approval in May.
in May, yeah.
And then you had just between May
And
and,
June.
Yeah,
to put
to
this
do all of
together.
this.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I've been telling everybody about my team. They've done a hell
Oh
of
yeah,
work.
shout out to the team here.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody
shout
is,
out
you
to
know, giving their
them.
best out here to
Yeah.
make it work, and you know, it's
Yeah,
amazing to see how everybody's
they-
so in sync.
They did a hell of work. I don't even know what I did to them to deserve them.
Aww.
Honestly.
Okay, so
Honestly.
so right now I just remembered one time we were hosting one show together.
Yeah.
I think
The
the
morning-
the
the
morning
CMA.
show, yes, on Saturdays.
Oh,
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Me,
yeah.
you, Fiona, and
Kenny. At some point,
and Kenny.
Kenny
Yes,
Cold,
there
yeah.
was Kenny Cold.
Yeah.
Before who joined us?
Check
Somebody
joined
else.
us. Check joined us at some
Shayex,
point.
yes,
No, I
Shayex,
think,
definitely.
yeah, I think Dante joined you too at some point.
Yes.
But I had left. I think Fiona had left that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask, you know, you call yourself the radio star boy, and you know, all of us we've come to see that you are actually the star boy.
Right.
But one thing that I want to know before I leave is, what is your why? In radio, this journey, this path that you've chosen. Why did you decide to go into this? I mean, why did you decide to be the radio star boy? Why did you decide to go into radio in the first place? I don't think I know that, and I want to really know.
Okay, so first off, shout out to my lecturer back in school,
Okay.
Dr. Larry Waju. She was the one that made me. She was the first person that introduced me to radio.
Oh, okay.
Back
In school,
in
uni?
Uni Larry. She
Oh,
took me
okay.
there. She said she wanted me to be given the weather report at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she took me there. They opened the mic to me the first time. It wasn't easy. I had gnashing teeth. I was shivering and all of that.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but she did that like 3 times, and then the third time she left me. She said she knows I can do it.
Wow, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. And then one
Amazing.
day I was coming back from the Union Loring FM, and then she called me and she said she listened to my show and she loved it.
Aww.
Wow.
And that was the first time somebody actually commented on what I was doing on radio.
On radio.
I mean,
wow.
I'm like, let me just say something on the microphone. I didn't care if anybody was listening on the other
Yeah.
side. So that was the first time she told me that she loved it,
Yeah.
that I should keep doing it. So that was when I started the journey to radio. Even though I've always been this guy who wanted to be in front of people, talking to people and all of that,
Oh,
sociable.
Are you saying that you didn't like? It's TV
wasn't
you
from-
actually you wanted because
I wanted TV. Steve Harvey that's like a role model for me.
Oh, I
I've
get
always
you.
told anybody that in this life, if I've not done something Steve Harvey does, something I like, then I don't think I've achieved my purpose in life. So
That's interesting.
it's a big dream,
It is a big
but
dream.
there's a process.
Oh, you're getting there, my brother.
Yeah.
You are getting there, my
Yeah,
guy.
so all of this is just a work in progress.
It's definitely a
And
walk
then,
in
yeah.
progress.
We're going somewhere.
You're definitely going somewhere. So after uni Loring, where did you
Yeah.
go next? Like
So
where
I
did you
went
work?
to OFM. OFM is still in Loring.
Okay. Okay.
After OFM, then I came to Lagos. I came to the academy.
CMA. Okay.
Yeah, I came to the academy, and from there I went to another radio station before I came to this radio station.
So high
High
impact.
Yeah, high impact. Now.
Where you're making an impact.
Of course.
What can I say?
And have you
What were
heard
the
from
names?
Dr. Olariwaju recently?
Yeah.
Have you heard
no,
from
no,
her?
No, I've not.
It'd
In
be nice to
fact,
hear from her
yeah,
again,
I'm gonna go there to look for her
Hmm.
because if this when this happens,
When?
It will.
yeah,
When,
when
not
this
if.
happens,
Yes.
I'm going to go dedicate it to her.
Aww.
Yeah.
Shout
that's-
out to
that's my
teachers
plan.
and lecturers that
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
that
they see
propel.
potentials in us and they they
By the
propel
way,
us to do
did you
even
guys
more.
see my bulletin from Union Loring? They actually did a bulletin for me.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
Yeah, they did.
Well, I haven't seen
Ooh.
that.
They wrote a bulletin and
Aw.
they put my story there.
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
Starboy
That was
through
real
and
nice.
through. Starboy through
yeah,
and
it's on my
The
page
radio
on
star
Instagram.
boy.
Yeah,
The sky
but
is
I've
your
said it.
starting point. This is my guy.
Definitely.
Thank you so much,
I'm
guys.
so excited for you, Danielle. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and I'm excited for
Congratulations.
you guys. Look, I see you guys. I see what you do. And honestly,
The radio star boy is
thing
short
is,
for words.
thing is,
For the
My
first
heart,
time.
my heart.
I'm usually I have words. Usually I have words.
I don't want to
but
cut you short,
when-
but currently me and I we're not really in a good space,
Why?
right? So can I be vulnerable with you?
It's a
Please.
safe space.
Can I be vulnerable
Yes,
with you,
please.
O'Daniels? So we met someone online, O'Daniels.
Okay.
O'Daniels, I
Let
met
me let her-
someone. I
let me let her
met
speak.
Trevor Noah. You know Trevor.
You did?
My
He's
Trevor.
my crush.
My
O'Daniels.
Trevor.
I met Trevor, my crush, and he viewed my story on Instagram. Next thing, Fiona
Yeah.
is saying that she was his wife. Abi, she is his wife. I don't know where she came from.
She's basically
So right now
struggling
we're
Trevor
fighting
with
for
me.
the same man. I know that you have a lot of good things to say about us, but right now
Yeah.
Fiona is a snitch.
Yeah, that's
And I
fine.
just wanted to put it out there. I wanted everybody to know.
No,
I would
so-
like
so, but-
everybody to know. Please,
The
you
Yeah,
in
lead.
Nigeria, help
it's okay.
me.
You guys are not the first people that are dating somebody and the person is not dating them back.
But then you cannot say that. I'm sorry. I was the one that reported you. You should be
behind you.
behind me.
But Daniel
Solidly.
just busted both our bubbles.
Solidly.
He
Do you
just
get?
he just burst.
I want to be on your shoulders. All right, guys.
But what were you going to say about us? I'm back now. I just wanted you
Oh
to know
yeah,
that.
I'm like, you guys are doing great stuff.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot to talk about you.
Definitely.
But I think someone else has to come in now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember how many interviews I've done today actually, but we have to keep talking and talking.
No
and
problem.
talking.
Maybe when
That's why
next
you're the
week
radio star
come,
boy.
maybe when next week come, I get to share.
Are you going now?
Are we going now? No, we're still listening. We're still here. We're still rooting for you,
Yeah,
definitely.
My next break
But
is by
maybe-
5,
exactly.
So, I'll quickly come outside.
Yes,
We
but
got
maybe
you.
the next interview I get to share more. There's so much about Fiona, what she has done to me that I'd love to report to you.
My
no
goodness.
problem.
Oh, I can't wait to do that.
It's about to be a therapy session out
Yes,
here.
you need to advise us. You need to advise her. She needs to
Yeah.
go look for her man, Fiona.
Okay.
All right, O'Daniels, we'll
O'Daniels.
leave you. We'll take this outside.
Of course, she wants me to go now because it's about her, but no problem. I will leave. Thank you, Daniels, and congratulations.
Y'all should not pull each other's ears.
We'll try.
As we're leaving, I'm doing that, but no problem. Bye, Daniels. Well done.
All right, see you guys. Oh my God, so fun, so fun, guys, so fun. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, 10 seconds rule. I almost forgot. Well, we have to always talk. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Okay. You know what? It's been really amazing talking on radio today. Hi. How are you? Please come in. Come on in. Here. Okay. Don't be shy for the chair. It's all yours. Okay.
Thank you.
You look great.
And well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're really doing amazing.
Oh yeah, well I'm trying my best, you know. I'm trying my best. Okay. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh my god.
Meh, meh, meh.
Who is this? Oh my
I
god.
think-
Are you aware that you're live on radio? About 10 million
Yes,
people are
I
listening
am
to you right
aware.
now? Okay.
We are rooting for you. We are rooting
Okay.
for you all the way from the UK.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Naomi. I really appreciate you. Okay.
How are you holding up?
Man, I don't even know. I just know I'm holding up. I just know I have to hold up pretty much. You know.
Yeah, you really have to hold up because everyone is just asking, like, I don't know how to explain, but I've told everyone at work that my guy, my paddy from way back,
Yeah, that's
is
right.
doing this and we're actually supporting you. I've been on all social media
Right.
dropping my messages, even if you can't see. That's the best we can do for now,
Yeah.
and we know that you got this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Oshegon, Naomi.
Thank you. So what's the topic being discussed? Because I didn't check. I just got the number and I decided to call straight up.
No, there's no topic at the moment. I've been having interviews back to back. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to ask any question, or do you want to ask me any question?
Not right now. I have an interview right now that I have to take. So I'll let you know when you should call back so we can have our talk. Is that okay?
Oh, that would be nice. I'm looking forward to that. The Lord is your strength.
Amen.
Keep pushing and keep winning.
Amen.
We'll meet at the final end.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much, darling.
Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, you too. You too. You too. Oh my God. No. Okay, you can't call me now. I have an interview. I need to do this. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got my next interview right now. Her name is Aderoju. She's an insurance and investment banking banker, right? Business development manager with 12 years of experience. And then today we're going to be talking financial planning and wealth management. Please help me welcome Aderoju. Okay. So how you feeling today?
I'm very well, thank you.
I hope it's not your first time on radio.
Well, it is.
Ah. Ah. I just knew it, but you have so much composure.
Okay.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, maybe because I've, like I said, I've been a business development manager, so
Okay.
I talk to people.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm a salesperson,
So,
so
yeah.
I get to mix with a lot of people.
So you're
meet
not shy of
people.
my face.
No, not really.
Okay, that makes sense. Screen behind you. Yes, I know now. Okay. All right. They say I should. You these people, you are policing me up and down. What's your problem in this life? Let me live my life for once. All right. So yeah, Adiroju, it's good to have you in the studio. Let's just have the conversation we want to have, and then I hope you have fun having it
hope
first
so
time
too.
on radio. So tell me about you.
Okay. My name is Aderoji, like
Yeah.
you know. I'm an investment banker. I have worked in the insurance industry for about 8 years before moving to investment banking. Although they are all both in the same financial space, so
Okay.
it wasn't really very hard for me to transcend from insurance to
Okay.
investment. So
Okay.
it's been pretty cool, you
Hmm.
know. Being a salesperson, you meet a lot of people every day. You try to educate them. You're not just talking from the point of come and buy what I'm selling, but from the point of value to say these are the things you can do. So many people don't really know that they can invest. Like even with just a 5,000 naira, you can invest. They usually think you need to have millions to invest, and that is not the case.
Well, people probably think that if you invest with 5,000 naira, it's not gonna yield you something.
Yeah, but you're not doing it. It's not a one-off thing.
Right.
Investment is
It's very long-term
is a
thing.
long term. You're trying to create like a generational wealth. You're trying to build wealth over time for your retirement plan. I mean, there's this saying that they say that, let's say for example you're working and you're not so for example you're working and then let's say for example the job comes to a stop, or maybe you're sacked,
Right.
or for one thing you have to leave your job,
Right.
and then the kind of life you live at that moment, you need to be able to live it for at least 3 to 12 months before getting another job. But the culture we have in Nigeria, we do more of spending than planning, and that's where I decided to say that apart from just being a business development person, it's actually good to also educate people, let them know that
Right.
even with the 5,000, it's not a one-off thing. You're consistently building over time,
Yeah.
such that you are able to, get to the level in which you want to get to.
Right.
So either you're looking at your investment goals, and then you're looking at your risk appetite. There are different options for people in respect of the kind of investment you can do. So yeah, with that, you be on top of the world.
All right. Well, Adiroju, let's talk about financial planning.
Okay.
Okay. You see, what are the key components of a comprehensive financial plan?
Okay. First of all, I'd like to define what financial planning is.
Okay.
So financial planning is like putting a plan in place towards your long-term and your short-term financial goals. So when I say long-term and short-term financial goals, I mean in terms of your income,
Right.
what you earn as a person,
Right.
how you save, how you spend, and how you invest.
Okay.
So these are usually like the main components of your financial planning. You need to first of all look at how much do you earn, what do I earn, my income, how do I plan? Most like I said earlier, that most of the time we do more of spending than planning for the future. So while you make your income, you'll also be able to plan to say that this is how much I've budgeted. Maybe a 20% for spending, another 20% for contingency. Maybe
Yeah.
you want to just save. Then again, when it comes to saving, most of us do more of, you're saving, you're putting the money aside. You're just putting it aside. So I'm
Yeah.
saving, I'm doing, there's what they call this thing, permit me to use it, they'll say ajo, like a contribution.
Yeah.
So you're saving, but that money you're saving is losing the purchasing power because that money is not being used to do something else. You're not earning any additional income from it. So instead of just leaving the money in the bank, why not use the money to do other investments that will bring in additional income, such that when you still need to maybe do those contingency funds, you need to maybe pay your bills, there's a sickness, maybe a mom is sick in the village, or a brother needs to pay, you can always go back to those funds, which must have generated additional income, and then still make, be able to pay, and then still have something left that you can build on. That is the power of what investment can do for you, and the power of what your financial planning can also do.
All right. So so now how can I create a budget that aligns with my financial goals?
Okay, so before creating the budget, you need to, first of all, you need to be realistic of how much do you earn. So let's say, for example, maybe 100%. You look at your rent, you look at what is important to you.
Yeah.
You want to make a budget. Also, let's say maybe, for example, you also maybe want to do a master's, or you want to get a degree. You can save up towards that. So you can then decide to say that for whatever you earn, you can divide it into maybe 20, 10, 40, percent across board, to be able to determine what you want to do or what you choose to achieve. So your budget determines on what you want to do at first. You need to first of all know that whatever you want to do, you need to be able to highlight what you want to do, and then how do you intend to achieve it. Do you want to save up for the next 8 months, for the next 10 months? You need to consider all these things. So after having considered all these things, then you can plan effectively to set aside these funds, and then you can also meet up with any investment company, asset management company that can help you, because sometimes we usually often say that maybe we don't have time, and some people are usually like, they don't have maybe an idea of what investment is. But even if you don't have this idea, that's why you have investment companies that can help you. They can help you achieve whatever you will set out to achieve in terms of your investment.
Okay, so what's the role of an insurance play in a financial plan?
Okay, so for insurance, like we all know, there could be any unforeseen circumstances. The essence of insurance is to get you covered for those times. So for example, you have a car, you're using a car, you need to get your car insured, covered for accidents, for thefts, for fire accidents, or accidents. Oh, it's fine, it's okay. So you need to have this covered, because at the end of the day, if you don't have your insurance cover, like your motor insurance policy in place, when there's an accident or the car is stolen, it means you have to start looking for money all over again. Meanwhile, when you already have your insurance cover, you just call your insurance company and they take care of it for you.
But you know that people these days, they just like to use God and say, God, nothing will happen to my car, my house, or my whatever.
That's what people say, but that is not the realistic truth. Because of course we all serve God. However, even God also at least know that as human beings we need to also protect ourselves.
So what I think is maybe the insurance companies can now bring up the idea of returning maybe 50% of the money paid in a year.
Some insurance companies do that. Yes, some do that.
So they return 50%.
That is if not in a year. So of course, like for example, your car of maybe say a 20 million, and you're paying like a 5% of that value. So 5% of that value is how much? Let's say that's about 400K or thereabouts. 800K, for example. So the 800K, you've only just made 800K, and don't forget that you're insuring and covering for a 20 million car. So what it means is that if anything happens to your car, that 20 million will be paid to you. So you can't even just get your no claim back in just 1 year. You need to at least have maybe 2 years or 3 years of not having any claim at all. Then you can decide to say that maybe you want to have a claim back.
So let's talk about wealth management, actually. So
Okay.
what are some effective investment strategies for building wealth over time?
Okay, so there are a lot of investment options. there are money market instruments and capital market instruments. So when I say money market instrument, I mean your treasury bill issued by the government. You have your commercial papers issued by corporate, blue chips company that gives you up to say maybe 19, 20, 21% per annum. It keeps you afloat inflation, and it also gives you like a capital appreciation. Then for those that may not be able to maybe do that, you can also, there are options. I mean, people usually think that stocks are they are high risk instruments, high risk, but at the end of the day, depending on if you have set your mind to it, to say that I want to learn about this, you have to know what is happening in the financial industry, in the economy, because everything also affects this stocks and instruments. So for as little as 10K, 20K, if you decide to say every month I want to put this into my investment portfolio, then it is very, very achievable. I'll give you an example of stocks that have done very well over time. Last year, Fidelity did their offer. Banks did offer because of the CBN capitalization up to 250 billion from what the previous share capital was. Yeah. And for Fidelity sold at 9 naira 25 kobo. And as at now, Fidelity is 19 naira, 20 naira from 9 naira, which means you've made times two of and I don't think there's any money market instrument that can give you up to that. That is, T-bills can't even give you up to 20, give you up to that's 100%. But of course, Fidelity did. Presco was around 495 naira earlier in January. Now Presco is 1,210 naira. So if you're taking a hit on that, you know how much you would have realized. So there are a lot of investment options that you can go for. There are also mutual funds for people that have maybe low income earners. They can do mutual funds because mutual funds are like collective investments where people come together, pool resources together, and have revenue to earn more income. So these are there are different available options. Even for HNIs that may also be interested, there's also what we call portfolio and discretionary and non-discretionary portfolio, where you as a person, you can determine to say that I leave it to you as an asset management. You're good at what you do, just invest my money. And then of course they do the investment, and then every maybe 3 months they give you reports on how your portfolio is growing. While the discretionary owned, before the asset management take any decision, they have to get to you to get authorization to do that. So there are a lot of investment options out there that we can use in making additional income, generational wealth, and that, so that even by the time we retire, we have something to fall back on for your personal independence. You're not looking on any child to feed you. Like people have been saying that most parents use children for retirement plans. But now it doesn't have to be that for your own case. You don't have to wait for your children to send you anything, or even the pensioners. You don't have to. You just know, if you have that building culture over time. Imagine you've worked for maybe the last 25 or 35 years of your life, and then you can't boast of something significant that you've achieved from working. Then to what end? So if you're able to build this over time, you can start with 5K, 10K. As you earn more, you progress in what you're putting aside, and you also learn more as to what that space entails, because you need to know what the market is saying. Then you're good to go.
All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I like the passion at which you're talking about everything. You said you're a marketer, so yeah, I can understand your passion. And I'm not sure you can even teach us everything today.
Of course.
Anyways.
Of course.
But let's talk about investment strategies. What are some effective strategies for investing in stocks? And I feel like this is somewhere that is very, very vital, that a lot of people want to know about. But give us what are some effective strategies for investing in stocks?
Okay. So for investing in stocks, I usually say something. There are 4 things you need to give your capital. Your capital is your money. You need to give your time to do research. What stocks can I get? What are you look at information over time. Like the example I cited, Fidelity, GT, Zenith, Presco, MTN. January this year, MTN was 200 naira. Now MTN is 355 naira. So imagine you've made over 200% of your money. So you need to give set aside your capital, set aside your time in which you want to use to research, then the energy, what energy do you have? And if you don't have the energy, you can, like I said, you can leave it up for the asset management company to help you do this. And then the fourth one is you know, your availability to be able to say that this is what I want to achieve and this is what I want to do. So you need to give it time, you need to give it your capital, you need to give it energy, and then you have to strategize. Strategize in terms of how much I even in. I don't expect you to, maybe you're setting aside maybe a 20K a month or maybe 100K a month, and then maybe you're buying like a stock of that costs 1,000 naira above, because there are some stocks that, you know, do up to that. So for the 100K you're putting aside a month, or for the 20K, you can start with penny stocks. There are penny stocks that you can buy for say 1 naira, 2 naira, and then over time, like for example, Ella Lakes was around 1 naira 50 kobo, 2 naira. Now it's doing 6 naira, 7 naira. So you know, you can, it depends on what you earn, what you decide to set aside. Then with more information you get from this asset management company, if you check online, there are always informations around that you can, you know, play with and get this information. For example, where I work, there's this research, you know, updates, daily updates that we give to customers. Even if you don't even have to be our customers, but you can just sign on the platform, on the website, to sign up for daily news. So you get different informations, daily price, recommended stocks, and you know, with this information, as time goes on, you would grow your portfolio, grow your income, and also grow your knowledge too, because you're also learning, you're seeing things. It makes you know what is happening in different sectors of the economy, your markets, your industry, you know, and that's it. Just like you're also investing in maybe a career, you want to maybe do like a master's program, you also, you know, it's a form of investment. You're investing in yourself, because after that investment, you get that career certificate, you go look for another job elsewhere that'll pay you what's higher than what you're paying now. So you can also invest in yourself.
Okay, even though you know what you've talked about, the risk might not be that much and everything, but is there still risk management?
Of course. So when I started, I mentioned something about, for every individual, it has to be your risk appetites and your investment goals, because some of us are very passive and some are active. So some are risk averse. Risk averse people are the people that they don't even want to, you know, have any risk at all. I'll consider those people as passive people. So they'll just, you know, wait up until whatever the asset management company sends to them, and they'll just do it. While the risk takers are the ones that they don't mind. They know that there's risk here, and they are ready to, you know, go for it. Well, of course, if you are if you are a risk averse person, that's someone that is not a risk, you can decide to maybe do like a T-bills, treasury bill. That's a government issued instrument. You can do like maybe a CP. For that, you already know what you're getting at the end of the tenure. So maybe a 1 year duration, you already know I'm getting 19% at the end, I'm getting 21%. But for risk takers, you don't know what you're getting at the end, but you know that you can get up to 100%, you can get up to 200% at the end of the year. So it depends on what you intend to achieve, whatever you want to achieve, and then, you know, you go by it, whichever one pays you. If you're a passive person or an active person, risk taker.
All right. Thank you so much, Ade Roger. I mean, there's a lot to learn from this, and your passion is really, really amazing.
Thank you.
And even contagious. But hey, maybe we can learn from you again
it's okay.
another time.
No problem.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, have a great one.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was Aderoju. We were just having some financial literacy right there. Thank you so much. I learned so much, even though I was, you know, but hey, what can I say? I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something from Aderoju. Just in case you want to learn more, well, we can find a way to let you reach her on social media, so you can ask your questions and all of that. Me, for one, I would like to learn more on financial risks, you know, financial planning and everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Tara in the building.
Okay, yeah, I can hear me now. Yay!
How are you?
I am fine, but the
Right.
question is, how are you? Oh, Daniel's like,
Yeah.
I am not here. I'm not the one doing this, but I'm tired.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. I can't imagine how you're feeling. That's all I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. But
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you, darling.
This is a show of strength. It's ambitious, and like, I'm just so happy and proud of you. And I know that you're going to get to the finish line. Forget
you.
about all this
Thank you.
temptation. This sleep has no place in the studio
Yeah,
and in
you
your
see- you
body
see it,
in
yeah.
Jesus' name.
You see the sleep, yeah.
I see. No, but because
Oh my God.
the body
it's
has to break
crazy.
down. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you command it to do. It's going to want to break down.
It's
but
crazy.
you're bigger than that. You're stronger than that, and you're going to, again, like I said, get to the finish line.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen to
Okay.
that.
So what? It's just past 4 p.m.
Yeah,
and
it's
night
like-
is kicking in
And nights is
slowly.
kicking, and done nights, man.
That's where the real temptation
Bro,
is.
done nights.
No, don't worry.
Sometimes I wish it wasn't gonna be nights. I wish
Mm.
it was just gonna be days and
Yeah.
day and day.
Mm.
But man,
No, don't worry. This night and every other
That-
night after is
that-
going to be different.
Yeah, the bulk of the work is at night. But yeah, we're gonna do it.
What do you usually talk about at night?
We talk about everything. Yesterday,
Do you
talk
go
about-
uncensored?
We can.
Oh, okay. I'm in for that.
I know. Yeah.
I'm in for that. Like,
Yes,
I don't
yes,
mind
yes,
having
yes,
to call
yes.
in so we can go all
Okay.
raunchy and stuff at
Right,
night.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Okay.
So you see, the nights literally starts around say 9,
Mm-hmm.
10,
Yeah.
about, and what you talk about from 10 to like 5 matters,
Right.
because
Okay.
that time is a time that
It's a traffic period.
yeah,
Mm.
you know, and that's the time that the sleep wants to shut. It wants to take over your body.
Nah.
You know, so you have to you have to be talking about something that is quite interesting,
Right.
something that you can talk about
Mhm.
for so long.
That'll make you laugh. That'll make you just want
laugh,
to keep going.
energy
yeah,
and everything.
I get it.
You know, so yesterday I did karaoke with Talkback here, and we did 2 hours straight.
I
It
love
was
that
nice.
too.
Yeah,
I love
it was
it.
good. It helped great deal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it helped me a great deal. You know, so we started 2 days ago doing karaoke at night.
Right.
And that was when I realized that we have to be doing karaoke.
Every other, no, seriously. Like, I don't think it
Yeah.
even has to be like, you can chip in a karaoke session, like,
Yeah.
in between your talk show with friends. Maybe not when
Yeah.
you're having serious conversation. Like, now we
Yeah.
can just do a karaoke, like,
Yeah.
sing one song together. And I don't think it has to wait till night.
Yeah, but so the reason he had to wait till night is because
Rules.
it's more fun
Then, okay.
at night, and it's the time that a lot of people are sleeping already.
Yeah.
So you need participation.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if people are not participating, what you can do is you can be singing with somebody in the studio with
I
you,
feel that.
and you just keep going and going. That was
Yeah.
what we did until one person called, and then the person chatted us up. Like we had a long chat with the person too, but it was fun. It was fun.
What's your go-to karaoke song? Like, if we're all here going for karaoke now, what song would old Daniel say, this is the song I want to sing? And like, start to finish, you're going to murder the song.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Daniels.
Hey, my man, what's good?
I'm good. Oh,
Nelson,
good evening. Yeah, it's Nelson.
Yeah, I know. How you day?
I feel all right. What's up now?
I do alright. I'm doing it.
Yeah, the
I'm
Lord is
holding
your
up.
strength.
I'm holding up.
The
Yeah.
Lord is your strength. I
Amen.
can hear you. I hear it from your voice. Don't worry.
I know.
He's doable. He's doable.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's doable.
I know, right?
Ninja blood. If we put our mind for something, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Nelson.
Sarah is in the show now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's
hi,
right here.
Nelson. Do I know Nelson?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you don't. But Nelson know you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
hi,
not forgiving
Nelson.
you till today.
Ah!
I'm not forgiving you till today.
I'm sorry for whatever it
Yeah.
is I've done.
Thank you. You're welcome. No mention.
Okay, thank you so much, Nelson.
Nelson.
No problem.
Mm.
Now, Daniel, all the best, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. So yes,
Yeah, Tara,
that song.
So actually, I have a couple though.
Okay.
But it would be Imagine That. by
Oh, Star Plus, okay.
Yeah, that's my go-to
Yeah.
anytime, any day.
Mm-hmm.
They were my favorite band, boy band, way
Okay.
back. So and Imagine That came out when I was about to leave secondary school, right? So
Right.
the album Expressions
Mm-hmm.
came out that year. So I think that made it resonate with me more.
Okay.
I can never forget it.
Okay.
So yeah. By
Okay,
the way, I
Imagine
don't
That.
know. I need to be telling people not to mind my voice because I feel like some of them might be thinking I'm being rude by just talking.
Oh, nobody is
the
thinking
way
that. I promise you, nobody is thinking that.
Yeah.
They listen. Some of us wish we could gather our strength and just give you so like you're awake and active, but regardless, nobody's thinking that you're rude or anything. Please,
Yeah.
please, please.
I really hope so.
No.
But how are you?
I am very well, thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
I just knew that I had to be here today. I couldn't make it like when you started.
Yeah.
work
I was
and
hoping
stuff.
you were gonna show up yesterday.
Yeah. Oh no, I couldn't because
Yeah.
I had an appointment after my show.
Oh, okay.
So, but I knew that waking up Saturday, I am here. And
Yeah.
I didn't even know that there was options of calling in
Oh, yeah.
until now.
Oh,
So
really?
I would have been calling in like once I got home.
Oh,
But
okay.
now, that I know, I'll
Yeah.
definitely call in.
You better call it.
Yeah, I
You
will. I
better
will.
call
I said
it.
I'm
Check.
in for that raunchy talk. It's been a minute I've
Been a
talked
minute,
about
yeah, I
that.
wanted to say that,
So I
like-
want to do that again. Yeah, I want to do that again.
I'd love to do that with you. Honestly.
Take me back to school.
Yeah.
What is that thing that you would do like exam period? A lot of people had their thing that would keep
Yeah.
them awake.
Yeah.
What was that? What was your ritual?
No, I didn't have no ritual.
Oh.
But I remember I would always go to night class.
Okay.
Night class always worked out for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Oh.
always did.
I don't
You
think
know.
I ever did. I think I did, but I was with
No,
boy. I was
of
with
course, I
man.
was with girls.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But it didn't still mean that we didn't read.
Yeah,
We
okay,
read, of
okay.
course. We didn't have a choice. We had to read, you know.
Mm.
But yeah, night class.
Night class.
Night
Okay.
class.
Some people will say when they take tea bags
Yeah.
with no milk, no sugar,
Yeah.
it keeps them awake. Some people will go with coffee. Some people will say, you
Nah,
know,
I don't even do coffee normally.
at all. Why? I feel like we're the same in that I love coffee, but when I take it, there's
Yeah.
just something with my heart. It just races.
Maybe I sleep.
Oh,
I tried it one time. So I was, yeah, a long time ago. I was gonna write mathematics.
Yeah.
The next day in
Mm.
WAEC, and then people talked about coffee. That's how I went to take coffee.
and you slept.
More.
I feel like with that one, the opposite for me is pap. People will say whenever they take pap,
Yeah.
they sleep off. But I'm always active. I can take pap right now and I'm good. I can take pap any time of the day
Are
and
you
I'm
serious?
still awake. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Nah. So since that time, so I don't think coffee will actually make me sleep now. But because I had that very terrible experience the first time,
Okay.
it affected me. It was mathematics the next day. The next morning, we were literally supposed to enter the exam hall, and then I was sleeping. I woke up around 6 a.m. Exam was like 8. I was man, I was mad with
I
myself.
can
though.
imagine.
I was so
can
mad.
imagine. Sorry.
I had C4 last, but I was so
mean,
mad
that's
with myself.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I know. I know, right? I know,
Okay.
right? So what was your own ritual back in the day?
Honestly, so what would help me is when I was reading, I would. This is very funny. Every first letter of the word, that's how I crammed.
Okay.
So it now is the name of a person,
just
animal,
like-
place,
don't
or
worry,
thing.
I
Oh,
understand
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
I understand
Oh.
my friend, what's his name now? Oh my God, what's Damilola?
Oh, I thought I was the only one that did that.
Omolaja. Omolaja, yeah, Omolaja.
Yeah.
That's how he crammed.
That is what God. That was my ritual.
That Omolaja, look, that's how he crammed. I don't know how a human being would cram
It
like
just
that.
happens.
You were telling me now. You're the
I
second
swear,
person
I
that would
know,
tell
that's-
me that's how they cram. It was weird. It was the weirdest thing I saw ever.
I know. My friends thought so too. They'd be like, "No, I don't believe that you know how to." Yeah, sure. What is this? What is this really? And I read it,
Yeah.
and then it makes sense. they're like, what? How? They wanted to learn, but they just couldn't. And I don't even know how
Do
I
you
came
know-
up with that.
Do you know that I've always thought that people who cram like that have a special brain?
I hope
Honestly.
I do.
No, because it's like really though. It's like you're writing the first letter of
Yes,
everything
yes,
here.
yes.
And then it fills up this whole sheet
Yes,
of paper
and I
and you remember everything. No,
yes.
that's not normal.
I swear.
No,
That
no.
was me.
That's not normal. That cannot be normal.
No, I did that a lot. I still have some books at home. If I show you, you would see it. In fact, that's how I was able to cram my office vision and vision. That's how I was able to cram it.
So you do that till now.
Yes, till now. Till now.
Tara, I'm up me now.
I am actually so surprised that someone else does that. I
Oh,
thought I was
yeah.
the only one.
I mean, see the way I scream because
Yeah.
it's the only person that I know in this life that did it.
That's
We
me.
used to look at him like, guy. So you can't use his notes. You can never use his notes, whether in exam or
Exactly.
normal. You can't because you can never know what he's writing.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's as bad as even like when I comprehend what I understand about a particular topic, I can
Yeah.
turn it into that as well and still remember what I have summarized as the answer to a question and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got me through school. Not coffee, not tea, not nothing.
Wow.
That's just it. That's just it.
Wow.
And here I am.
Wow. This is.
But
is
it's like,
weird.
to what end, to be honest? Because what am I using all that cramming for now?
Right.
Did you get? But still, it was fun. And talking about it now, it's just like, oh, this is crazy. I
How can
actually
that
did
even be
that.
It's the way you're excited about it, Sha, but
A lot of people were weirded out by that. And then it's just like, oh my God, someone else
it's
out there
so
does
weird.
that.
It's,
Yeah.
it's super weird. Like you don't want to know. We used to tell him that guy,
Mm.
what is your problem in this life?
What was his
Like,
reason?
why would you?
It just came to
There
him.
was no reason. It could never explain it to us.
Yeah.
So we could never get it.
I couldn't too. I couldn't explain. Like I said, I don't know how I came about it. I just know I started doing it, and from secondary school, university,
Yeah.
that's me.
Wow.
That's me. I'm like, did you take shorthand in school? I'm like, I think I started, in business studies. I did that, but I didn't really focus on it so much.
Margie.
No, I can only imagine how you're feeling, seeing everybody come
I
in
know,
and show some
I'm
love.
Like, man,
it's
It's
beautiful.
massive. You guys are the
No.
real MVP, man.
No, you are the MVP,
no.
oh Daniels. To be honest, you're the MVP.
Honestly, you guys,
That's why
you
we're all
guys bust
here.
my brain. I love it. I love it.
It's all we can do, to be
Yeah,
honest. We
I
wish you
know.
could come here and do the talking while you stay awake. We don't mind doing the talking for you.
I
But
know, right?
unfortunately,
I
that's
know,
not
right?
the
I
rule.
know,
But
right?
yeah.
But
You got
hey, that
this.
graphic thing, man.
I know.
I can't believe
I know,
I'm
I
meeting.
know,
I'm gonna
sweet.
call him after now. Maybe
Yeah.
after I'm done, and I'm gonna tell him that I met someone
Yeah.
who writes just like him.
Yep.
Back in school.
Is he in
Funny thing
Lagos?
is, yeah, he's in Lagos.
Okay.
I'm not sure he does that anymore. He doesn't have reason to do that anymore.
Right.
I know that those times was because of exams. That's why he did all of those.
Yeah.
But for you, do it.
I still do, to
Why?
be honest. Well, to be honest, like I said, the last time I did it was when I was trying to cram the office's mission and vision. That's the last time I remember doing it. I still have my jotter till today. When they ask me, when we're in a meeting and they're like, what's your mission? What's the mission and vision? I look through my jotter and I'm aware. I can read everything.
Wow.
That's the last time I did. But I know that if I have to, go back to school or whatever, I'm going to do that again. It just helps. It's just easy. I'm just looking at the letters and I know what I'm saying. And I know when I get to the exam hall, I can remember it as well. So yeah,
Wow.
superpower.
Wow. Yeah, look, I'm dead serious. I feel like people who do that have a special brain.
Yeah.
Not special in that he has is bigger than some other people's
Yeah,
brains
no,
or
no, no.
something. I feel like it's graphical or something. It's
Yeah.
something it must have a term for it. 'cause
Honestly,
it's not common.
it's not normal.
It's not normal. It's
We'll
not.
figure it out.
Because I'm telling you, that's the only person I know
Yeah.
before